Hello Namibia, and welcome to your daily lunchtime show where we get to catch up on current events and headlines that are in the news. My name is Priska Anyolo and you are watching NMH at 1. We here at NMH 1 would definitely like to apologize for starting a bit late today. We were facing technical difficulties, that is. But of course, at this stage, everyone is waiting in anticipation for President Hage Geingoob's announcement scheduled for 3 p.m. this afternoon. Namibia Press Agency journalist Edward Mumbu has found himself in hot water with his employer after he asked President Hage Geingob a fish rot-related question at a COVID-19 press briefing held on Friday. The management of NAMPA denied claims it was under pressure from State House to rein in the reporter, although it is strongly believed that the agency was instructed by the presidency to reprimand the young reporter. This footage by NBC shows how the reporter put his questions to the head of state.
Honorable President, my last two questions are not related to this afternoon's gathering. With your permission, I would like you to allow me to put the two questions to you, noting that you are our president 24 hours. Do I have the permission? You listen. Okay. The first question in this regard is, the question is directed to the president, and it says, with evidence currently before the courts that the president's personal lawyer, Mr. Namanje's firm, was used to sort of launder money or was engaged in illicit activities. Honorable President, Your Excellency, I want to find out from you, is it not prudent or wise for the president to, as somebody who says you champion the fight against corruption, you detest it, and is it not wise for you to distance yourself from your personal lawyer until such a time that he is vindicated by the courts of law? That's the first question. The second question is the appointment of a spy to the Anti-Corruption Commission. Mr. President, this has been received with mixed feelings by certain quarters. People are alleging that this career spy has been placed by State House to simply compromise the ACC. Again, Mr. President, what is your response to this? And the third one is the removal of Mr. Becker, who was the chief investigator of the Namibian police under the criminal division, and he was the focal person in investigating the fish rot scandal. Again, people are saying this is also an attempt, perhaps by politicians, or even the General Deitunga himself, to ensure that Becker, who has proven to be incorruptible and not taking directives from politicians, to be moved to a division where he's technically useless, if I may put it that way, because he's not a qualified expert in the division that he was taken to. Mr. President, with those questions, thank you.
To our lovely viewers, please do disregard the previous statement made about the president addressing the nation at 3 p.m. today, as that is not true and is no longer happening. The Amarok and Audi motor clubs, which are social clubs by private owners of these two brands of German-made vehicles, electrified the shack of an elderly couple whose shack was recently gutted by fire at Okahanya. The two clubs also bought a bed lost in the fire, and while buying the couple their inaugural units of power. Agone Tlache of Namibian Sun attended the joyful event and provided this insert.
They used to use a candle. Then their house caught fire. It was in the middle of the night. Then I'm just a neighbor. Then we were looking for assistance, how to help them. He was not around. Then I called Pastor John. Pastor John is this one. Pastor John from Emmanuel Church. I called him for help. Then he come here. Then he come with some of the money. They put here with Mr. Almas. Then they put it together.
Can you tell me what burned?
Everything here. All the houses was very late. one that you saw, it is Pastor John who buy it, and Mr. Almas and our councillor people also. He buy some of the things, put it for them to put it together. Then they were left with a bed. They were not having a bed. Then that Amalok company, he buy for them. They contribute for the electricity, because here in Okanja we are not getting electricity for free. Then the company of Amalok, they send the money, we pay for electricity. Now we put the electricity box there. Yeah. The owner of the house is that Johannes Kudule, with a woman, with a wife. They lost everything. But by the grace of God, Mr. Almas, he try his best. Today they are having a bed, they are having electricity, they are having a house. He really try his best.
To be here to help the elderly to electrify their house.
The electricity is not in, so we don't want to use secondary.
In today's COVID-19 monitor, we share the updated number of confirmed cases per region after last night's announcement of 70 new cases. Some of these tests were originally done 7 to 10 days earlier. This means Namibia still has a significant delay in processing test results. By Thursday, more than 1,000 tests have also been done in the Karasburg district of Karas region. The shading in our map shows the number of tests done per health district. By Friday, 24,613 individuals have been tested in Namibia since the first cases were reported. Irongo still has 90% of all confirmed cases. For this region, the number of cases per town since March is 1,942 in Walvis Bay, while Swakopmund has recorded 108 cases and Usakos and Omaruru 2 each. Windhoek now has 149 cases in total, while the total for Oshodonjupa increased to 16 after 9 cases were confirmed in Okahanya last week. After Karas region with 34 cases, Oshodonjupa now has the 4th highest number of cases. Moving on to our dailies. Republican leads with a story on the new regime for COVID-19 isolation and quarantine, which the country director for the African Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, Dr. Eric Dziuban, said are the right thing to do. Namibian Sun states that with nearly 100 COVID-19 cases confirmed in Windhoek, there is growing fear of how informal settlements, which so far have 7 confirmed cases, would be affected. This is particularly in light of the conditions in those settlements, which make compliance with basic health protocols difficult. In the Allgemeine Zeitung today, it is reported that residents of Irongo region are planning to host a demonstration this coming Saturday, 8th of August, against the continued lockdown of the region. Residents say they are tired of the lockdown, which has caused them great economic losses. The Namibian leads with a story on the launch of the Independent Patriots for Change, IPC, a new political formation led by former independent presidential candidate Dr. Panduleni Itula. The party held its founding convention over the weekend, where party positions were filled. In the new era of today, the paper reports that new homes are to be erected for the Twaloloka residents whose homes burned down a week ago. About 250 plots are to be availed for the affected residents. Namibian Sun reports about the mob that damaged the Mondesa police station in Swakopmund on Friday night after police arrested a man that was found to have been in violation of lockdown regulations. While Republican reports that the Namibia Industrial Development Agency, NIDA, will have a press conference on Thursday this week to address allegations by employees that the company is riddled with corruption and mismanagement. The Namibian reports that President Hage Geingob revealed that he will stick with his personal lawyer Sisa Namanje, whose law firm is cited in the fish rot scandal. While New Era reports that Independent Patriots would change President Dr. Panduleni Tula has sounded a warning to SWAPO that his new party will give the ruling party a run for its money. In sports, Namibian Sun reports that national women football team captain Zinata Coleman has joined Spanish side Sevilla from Valencia and has vowed to create wonderful memories with her new club. Please stay tuned for a quick advert before I come back to say goodbye. And that is it for today. Please do stay tuned for the weather. I've been your host, Priska Anyolo, and see you again tomorrow, same time, same place.